on the season.
We got tombstones down there. The Cowboys need to be on the tombstone.
I didn't see any names, though. I thought I was seeing Dak in there.
Mike McCarthy
in there. I said that.
Here's my question, y'all. Is it officially time to stick a fork in them, Shady, or are the Cowboys finished?
You know what? I knew they were going to lose that game because they always lose to the Niners. That's what they do, right?
That fact.
But I can't, even though I want to say that, I want to say this. But I can't do it. It's still early, right? They only played one team in the division that was the Giants, and they beat them. They still got to play the Eagles twice a year.
Yep.
They still got to play the Washington Commanders twice a year, right? And they got to play the Giants again. So those are potentially some winners, right? And I do think that Dak is good enough for a win or two here and there. Mm-hmm. So I can't say they're over yet. Like, are you done? Are you finished? I can't say that yet.
You finished or you done?
But look, look, it's getting there, though. It's getting close.
Cookies, are they finished?
Man, and look, I got to be honest. Cowboys are done. Finito is finished. It's a wrap. It's over. Yeah, but stick a fork in them. And I don't say that for hyperbole. I say that because what the Cowboys aspired to this year was at least to go to the NFC Championship game, if not a Super Bowl. That's finished.
Yeah.
Cowboys are a broken record at this point. What cost them yesterday is what cost them all season long. It's what will cost them the rest of the season. They cannot run the ball, 56 rushing yards. They cannot stop the run, allowed 223 rushing yards. Because they can't run the ball and they can't stop the run, Dak Prescott has now regressed because he's forcing balls, 2 interceptions. So you can't stop the run. You can't run the ball. You have no number 3 playmaker, and Dak Prescott is turning the ball over. It's the same issues we recognized in the offseason, and now they materialize versus the Saints and versus the Ravens, and they materialized again. You played the Niners as bad as the Niners have been in the last 5 years, and you lost again. If you cannot beat the Niners when they are at their worst, we know you can't beat them when they are at their best. So then when can you beat them? The Niners are no longer even the standard of the NFC this year, and you could not beat the Niners. Coming off a bye week, not a finish. It's a wrap, James. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Ooh, y'all know how I feel about Coach Mike.
Love Coach Mike.
Love Coach Mike.
That's your man.
That's my man. But it's a wrap.
Yeah.
It's a wrap. You said number 3 playmaker. Who the number 2?
Jake Ferguson.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah.
So they don't got a number 2 playmaker consistently on the offensive side of the ball. That's why Dak Prescott is throwing the ball to CeeDee Lamb 17-plus times a game. You can't do that, man. You're not going to win football games trying to force the ball to CeeDee Lamb, as good as CeeDee Lamb is. So they don't have a number 2 playmaker on offense. Defense, I know you banged up. 2 of your best players is out, but you weren't stopping the run when 2 of your best players was in the game.
That part.
Right? So it's been that part. And then not only that, I just look at the NFC. The 7th seed right now, you want to know who that is?
Who that?
That's the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah.
They not close to being on the same page as the 7th seed, right? And that's the Philadelphia Eagles. Obviously, the Eagles probably not going to finish the 7th seed, but if they don't finish the 7th seed, you know who's going to finish the 7th seed? The Commanders. Yeah. They're not close to being on the Commanders level. And not only that, 12-12-12. That's what Coach McCarthy is. You've been in the playoffs. That's not the goal this year. The goal is to get to an NFC championship. Your team is not built to get to an NFC championship this year. You don't even have the pieces, especially offensively. You don't. They outnumbered. The season is over.
So wait, you think Coach Mike can squeeze right there because he's going to be done, right? He's on the contract.
Well,
can we get him on the show?
They say we always looking for a coach. And Coach Mike is my dog. He knows football.
It's enough room over there. Let's do it.
Yeah,
because he ain't
have him.
He won't be there. So you know what I mean? Like, we can work it out.
And it hurts, man, because that's my dog, man.
Because he won't be busy.
Not at all.
Yeah. Right.
Hey, can we go ahead, Andy? Can we get a nameplate, please, Andy? Can we get like a Coach Mike? Just
he should be on the tombstone.
We just put him right there. Just reserve his seat.
Right.
No worries. We're working on it, viewers at home. We're working on it.
Because we're hiring right now, James. Right? I know you got the last say, but
we might as well.
But can we get him in there?
Coach Mike, I'm praying for you,
right,
dog.
Because he don't have nothing to do.
I do not want you up here. But it ain't looking good.
Yeah, it's not looking good. I think the Cowboys are finished. Like, you're trying to be nice today, and I appreciate that, dog.
All I'm saying is that, like, because, you know, my Yankees got a chance. It's looking bad, but
no, that's different.
Look, it's a rough look for the Cowboys. They're not playing well. They're really not doing anything well. Yeah. And when I look at it, they have a good to borderline great roster. They are a bad team. They have not come together as a team, and they have not played well throughout the entire year.
You said they have a
good, borderline, great roster name-wise. A lot of old pros.
Great. Wow.
What I'm saying,
they do.
Offensively.
And offensively, they don't have number 2 or number 3, okay? But the offensive line as well, they don't have a good run game. Mm-hmm. Defensively, if you look at their roster, for me, it is a good roster. They have not.
I wouldn't say it was a bad roster.
They have not. They've been a bad team. And the reason for Dak's sort of regression, right? He's thrown 8 interceptions this year. You cannot run the football. You're dead last in rushing yards per game. And when you're on defense, you're giving up more yards than anyone. Brock Purdy had more rushing yards than the Dallas Cowboys had rushing yards. The quarterback on the other team who's a pocket passer. And if you look at them, they're 0-4 versus San Francisco. And we need to realize, and I've come to the realization, and I think we all need to come to the realization, they're just not a good team. They're not a good team. Like, no matter how you slice it, I don't see this road getting any easier for the Dallas Cowboys. They have to come together as a team. Coach Mike might be up here with us next year. It's hard to watch because when I was watching this game, their offense is sort of stuck in time. They're not doing things that they need to do to move the pieces and move the pile because you're throwing it 17 times the CD.
That's what I'm saying.
You can't. There's only so much you can do.
They can't.
Oh, we got a name tag.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Put that right.
Yeah.
You put that McCarthy right
We'll
there.
be with us soon, though. Yeah, say that. Yeah.
Right.
Come on,
Hey, look, and when you're on this show, James, don't take no credit for it.
Put that joint
I want you
right.
to say,
Don't take no credit for it.
Save the seat right there.
And week 8, Jayden McCoy said, look, man, hey, Mike McCarthy won't be in the playoffs, and he needs a job. Hey, we hiring.
Yeah, we are.
But real quick, though,
right now.
if you just look at the schedule, right? So week 9, you got the Falcons. We can say that.
Tough.
It'll be a good game, but I can see the Cowboys could win that. I mean,
They could win that one.
Right? Eagles, we
4-4.
know how that's going to go.
4-5.
They could win that because they beat them last year.
It's a rivalry game. It's a division
Eagles
game.
win it.
Right, the Eagles should win that game.
4-5.
But hey,
Cowboys got a chance.
Got a chance.
the Texans, even though the Texans are 6-2, when I watch the Texans play, they don't like
They're beatable.
They are beatable.
They are beatable.
Right?
Not by this team.
And then the Commanders, I think that
There's a difference,
divisional game though, right? They should Washington should win, but all I'm saying is to say they're done, I can't because
They got the
5-3,
Falcons.
5-2, 6-2,
They got the
6-2.
Falcons, the Eagles, the Texans, and the Commanders.
Look at those
they next
records.
foe.
wait, who's 13? What is that? What is that?
Giants,
Wait.
week 13.
Oh, I look like that though. Am I tripping? But anyway, the Giants, you got the Bengals,
Next four is a
Panthers.
tough
Like you can
stretch.
beat some of the things. The Tampa Bay.
They're going to be lucky to win 2 of the next 5.
Well, here's what's tough is in the Cowboys season could be over in that next middle stretch.
Yeah.
We look at NFL players, we look at the seasons in quarters. Every 4 games is a quarter. First quarter, second quarter, third quarter. The problem is Cowboys are nearing the end of that second quarter and they're looking at 3 and 4.
Yeah.
And also, really how I'm looking at it is if you can't beat the Niners right now, a Niners team that y'all saw how they looked against the Cardinals, saw how they looked against the Rams. Like, if you can't beat a Niners team right now that is maligned as all get out, then who can you beat? Y'all know I love the Niners, but this Niners team is beatable. They're very, very, very beatable. And Dak Prescott, you just throwing gimme interceptions? Gimme. Like, Christian McCaffrey did not play, and y'all let up 223 yards rushing. What happens if McCaffrey plays? Like, that's the dilemma for me is if y'all can't beat the Niners, then who in the world can you beat? But the biggest story yesterday stayed in the division, but it wasn't the Cowboys. It was that Hail Mary. That was the biggest story yesterday.
It wasn't.
It wasn't.
No, it was the play before the Hail Mary and the Hail Mary. We got some film on it.
What's the play before the Hail Mary?
Look at this. All right. You have 6 seconds left.
Okay.
You are currently at your 35-yard line. There's no quarterback in the NFL that can make an 80-yard throw to the end zone.
Okay.
The defensive team, the Bears, Matt Eberflus, has everyone back at like 30 yards. They steal an easy 13 yards. This is the play that stood out for me, not the Hail Mary. Why are you so far off the ball? And Matt Eberflus goes as far to even say, this is what we wanted to do. You wanted to give them 13 yards to get to the 48 so Jayden Daniels can throw it, then 70 yards, and then you give it up. This was a huge play to me.
You know what's interesting? We have a play defensively, viewers at home, letting y'all into the nuances of football. Turn up your volume if you haven't already. Shady, we have a play at home called picket fence for this specific moment.
Okay.
If a team is running out of timeouts and they can't throw a Hail Mary, a play is called picket fence. You put a defender 5 yards away from the ball at the sideline, 15 yards away from the ball at the sideline, 30 yards away from the ball at the sideline, and all of the defenders' backs are to the sidelines and they are facing in so that if they try to throw it out, you tackle it, you keep it in bounds.
No timeouts either.
That's the
zero
thing. Timeouts.
No timeouts. There's 6 seconds.
And it's crazy because every time we do like the last game, the last 8 or the Hail Mary passes, right? We're installing them plays. We say, okay, get out of bounds early though. So if you had, I think it was what, 8 seconds?
6.
Six seconds. So it's supposed to be 6 seconds of play.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So when the defenders are all far back, they could easily throw it out the Terry, get about 10 yards and get out of bounds. So now it's an easier throw for the Hail Mary. Because they don't get this pass right here, you can't do a Hail Mary. There's no Hail Marys. You can't throw the ball 85 yards.
Well, here is my favorite part about this show. 39 years of NFL experience up here at this desk. Other shows will just tell you what they saw happen. Some shows might try to break down what happened. But on this show, we are going to exemplify exactly what happened. Can we do some class on grab? Can we do
we haven't done this in a minute.
people?
Am I scoring a touchdown or no?
You're always scoring touchdowns.
Okay, and then on the Hail Mary, you protected.
Now look, in football, Hail Marys are not just like, Chase, remember when you were back at South Lake Carroll in high school at halftime and you just throw the ball up and you yell 500. It's not like jackpot, right?
I love that game.
There are actual designed plays for a Hail Mary. Quarterback, running back, receiver. I'm a defensive player. The viewer at home didn't play in the NFL. Show me what happens on
Come
Hail
on, we
Mary.
need a fourth guy. I'm the quarterback. Okay? Here's what we do. This is literally practiced all the time on Fridays and walkthroughs. And you're going through it, and if you're Jayden Daniels, you're like, all right, let's just throw it up. They actually practice what to do. So I need 2 jumpers. Tallest guys in the building, Acho and James. Y'all are turning around right here.
Yeah, offensive players.
Yes, offensive players. You're in the front. Okay, you're in the back. So this is what it is. So you're turning around toward me, and I'm the quarterback right here. So I try to buy as much time as humanly possible, right? And when Jayden Daniels throws it up, okay, Shady, you're not jumping.
You're not
the
jumping,
ball's
Shady.
up.
Yep.
James is jumping. Acho's jumping.
Yep.
You guys are trying to catch the football. If you don't catch the football,
tip it.
you try to tip it
try to tip it.
Shady forward, or exactly what happened is you tipping it backwards to call it. That's exactly what it should be, a diamond shape. They practice it. It takes like 12 seconds, exactly what Jayden Daniels had. He has the ball as a quarterback. Just buy some time.
And not only that, though. A lot of times we know the referees is not calling penalties on Hail Mary. So sometimes it'll be like, hey, Acho, you jumping. I'm about to hold. Right? So as we are in this, I'm like, I'm boxing it out. I'm like, I know Acho's jumping. So I'm going to hold a little bit because I know the refs ain't calling it on that because everybody's jumping. So I'm going to hold. Acho, you got the jump.
Now, let's talk about this because some people are saying 2-5 that, hey, they could have blitzed them, right? That the Chicago Bears could have applied pressure to speed up the play clock.
That's bull crap because who does that? I've been playing a long time, like late games, Hail Mary. I don't see nobody blitz. And another thing is that you always have double teams for each defense. So they do 3 defenders or 4. You have the tackle, right? You have the running back. We double team here. You have the guard and the center double teaming, and then the guard and the other tackle they double team. So you have enough time for the quarterback to sit back there, right? Let his guys go all the way down the field and then launch it. You rarely see people. And you play defense.
I would prefer if I was on defense, I would blitz a Hail Mary every single time.
Let me stay right here. Y'all stay right here. I got to show y'all something. Because here's what was killing me. What was killing me. The play should be dead. It should be dead if everybody just does their job. Here's what I want to tell y'all. Defensively, on defense, every player, real quick, James Jones, real quick, Chase. Every player on defense has somebody man-to-man. And then you have 3 jumpers. If you just guard your man, the play is dead. Now, here's the first
I'm done with him.
Here's the first dilemma.
What are we doing?
What is he doing? The play has already started, and he already there. But here's what I want to show y'all. He has him man-to-man. You might need to tighten up on me here for a second here, Jib.
That was crazy, bro.
He's taking out man-to-man. He's taking out man-to-man. The individual who was never taken out man-to-man is rushing 3.
Let me ask you. Look, I know you're a smart dude. If you're going to spot a running back, you know he's not going for a route. He's blocking.
So trigger.
So block.
Here's
so
the problem.
blitz. I mean,
here's what this frustrates me so much.
Defense is so dumb. Let's hear it though.
I want to hear
If they run a slip screen, right? If they just run a screen, and then so say he rushes, and then they get all the linemen, and then it scores. Why didn't somebody have a
slip screen?
Wait, Acho, no. Everybody know this. My grandma said this. When we get wrong, my grandma look at she stares like this. Did you just say a screen?
If they run
this is a movie.
and it
I'm
scores.
done. This is a movie. I'm done.
Here's what it is
remember the Titans?
Defensive players have responsibilities. So he can't just be in the rush. Because if he's just in the rush, what happens if Eckler lines out wide? Now, you don't rush him?
But what I'm saying is if Eckler lines out wide, it's a Hail Mary. Get your butt back here and get involved on the jumping. Put an extra body back there.
You're criticizing because it works.
Wait, exactly.
Because
you never argue this, though.
Bias is everything.
No. Tell me, hold on, real quick. Tell me how that makes sense.
I would have added to the rush. I would have added to the rush sooner.
That's what I'm saying.
But my thing too is though it's crazy how like offensive players is like we have a strategy of what's going on.
We practice it.
And the defensive players' strategy is just to bat the ball down. You know what I'm saying? Like you're sitting here telling box out, box out. We're taught too, if they box you out, pull him out of the way. It's less jumpers.
But we have 3 on y'all's. We have 6 to y'all's 3.
Right.
We got somebody for every one of your men, and then we got 3 more jumpers.
We got 4. We got 4.
Okay, so we got 6 on 4.
Yeah.
It's the same thing we talked about on onside recover coverage. If everybody just does their job, it's a wrap.
You know what the main thing is?
There's certain plays where so you take the linebacker out because they know the running back is not going to run all the way down the field. And then they put a wide receiver sometimes
out.
in there. So my thing is, so now when you saying it's 6 on 4,
okay.
Now you add another.
But then cut 2. What happened when the Miami Dolphins, maybe 2015-16, play the New England Patriots?
Back there.
And Gronk was back there. Kenyon Drake runs into the end zone, and Gronk can't make the tackle because he's an offensive player. When things don't work, all of a sudden we got to everybody just do your job.
Everybody just do your job. That was a little closer though.
They threw it short, right? And then they start pitching it around.
Yeah, the lateral thing is like whatever, but this
it should never work. A Hail Mary should never work.
It should work
all the time.
It should work because the offensive players are better at getting the ball than the defense.
What up, YouTube family? Welcome to the facility. Thanks for watching, and you better be sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to get more highlights from the show and all of our exclusive content.